Hi, this is Dodger, and you're watching my show on webcam. So I just moved all of my stuff, and I accidentally packed my camera in a box that still isn't within my reach. So I'm using my webcam today, which is horrible quality, horrible audio quality, everything. So I'm really sorry about that. Okay, so a few days ago I asked you guys about the 5-man survivor team. 5 including you, of course. This game can also be the 5-man bar fight team. I enjoyed that one as well. It's a little more violent. You guys asked what my lineup would be, and for those of you who missed it, I will repeat the scenario. If you were stranded on an island with 4 video game characters, who would you want them to be and why? And all of you that listed a character with the gift of flight, touche! So my personal lineup would be Dante from Devil May Cry, not the angsty Dante from the second one, the hilarious Dante from the first one, because he's pretty and he can kill things for me. Link from Zelda, because he can fish and he's pretty awesome with a bow, and he also happens to just find treasure where there really should not be treasure. Samus from Metroid, because she can land bombs all over the place in case we need to, like, mine something. And the engineer from Team Fortress, because everybody else that I picked is generally buff, so I feel like if I had somebody to tell them how to build a boat, they could do it. Halo Reach, darlings, Halo Reach. It is getting, like, rave reviews. As someone witty on the intertube said, this game is a prequel that is as good or better than the other games, which means that it has done what George Lucas failed to achieve. The game follows a Special Ops Spartan team called Team Noble, as they basically lay the groundwork for most of the rest of the franchise. This is technically the second prequel that's been made. It follows very shortly after Halo Wars, but it's before the primary Halo games. And I think there are like 3 books that fill in kind of more of the blanks, but they've said specifically don't feel like if you've read the books you know how Halo Reach is going to end, because it follows it's not set in a different world, but it follows different storylines. I haven't read the books. I have no idea if they're good or not. Point is, the game is really holding its own. It comes out on the 14th, so for those of you who maybe aren't as rabid of fans of the Halo franchise, you might want to try this one out and see if it's more to your liking. I am lolling at the Blizzardeers right now. So, Diablo 3, instead of making you just stockpile a million little health potions so that you can keep up your health, they're doing the new kind of gaming standard where as you defeat enemies, there is a percentage chance that they will drop little, like, health orbs. Oh, pardon me, health globes. Which, I'm pretty sure we get the idea of what those are. And some people are like, oh man, that's gonna make everything so much easier. And then the other half of the Blizzard fans are going, way to make this a lot easier, Blizzard, now all sorts of noobs are gonna be flooding in our space. I think it's really interesting that a lot of flack has suddenly come down on all of these gaming companies that are trying to improve the ease and playability of their games. Those of us that take to games really easily, we obviously have more of an advantage in terms of understanding a game's mechanics almost, like, instantly. So when games become more user-friendly, I think that a lot of us feel like our boys' club is being invaded by outsiders, like we suddenly don't feel special anymore. It's a strange prejudice that happens a lot in generally, like, nerdy things. Like, HTML users generally feel more impressive than Dreamweaver users. It's strange to me that something like a video game that's primarily made for enjoyment ends up having this weird, like, hierarchy of players. I could go on for billions of years, but I'm not going to because that's boring. So back to the original point, Diablo 3 will have a easier health system for better or for worse. Final Fantasy XIV beta is ending on the 19th, so for those of you that wanted to jump in on that before it ends, you might want to do that now. They have been making constant changes to the game in response to the beta players and how they're reacting to the game, so that's really good. The beta is obviously working well for them. For those of you who want to wait for the PS3 version of this game, it won't be out until March, so I would suggest going ahead and buying the PC version if you really want to play it. The collector's edition version of the game comes out on the 22nd, so it's quite a few days before the, like, primary launch happens. You get an extra item called the Onion Helm, but it is a $75 game. The $50 version will be coming out on the 30th. So personally, I've been struggling with whether or not I want to buy the collector's edition. I don't know, is that bonus item worth it? I'm not sure. Thank you for your patience. Sorry for the gap in between episodes. I should be more regular from now on. and I will see you guys again on Wednesday. Great. So long. Bye-bye.